Welcome back to PISTON Pundit, your ultimate pit stop for all things automotive. Today, we're diving into the terrifying truths about EV batteries that you may not have heard before. Everyone's raving about electric vehicles being the future, cleaner, greener, and safer. But there's a chilling reality beneath that shiny surface that could turn your electric dream into a nightmare. You've heard of battery fires, right? Scary enough, sure. But what if I told you there's something even more dangerous lurking in your EV? It's time to buckle up because we're about to explore the real unseen threat, one that could literally blow up in your face. Number 6. The menace of thermal runaway. We all know lithium-ion batteries have a reputation for catching fire, but the real danger is something much more sinister: thermal runaway. Sounds technical, but it's actually pretty simple and terrifying. Imagine the battery in your EV, the very core of your green machine, becoming a ticking time bomb. This happens when the battery cells start overheating, often due to damage or wear and tear. The heat builds up until one cell fails, but it doesn't stop there. It's like a virus, spreading from cell to cell in a deadly chain reaction. Before you know it, your entire battery pack is fried. Your sleek, futuristic EV could be reduced to nothing more than a smoldering wreck, or, if you're lucky, an overpriced paperweight. And here's the kicker: thermal runaway doesn't always lead to fire. Your car might just shut down without warning, leaving you stranded or worse, causing a catastrophic failure. Sure, they say it's rare, but are you really willing to take that risk? The scariest part about EV batteries isn't the fires. It's that you never know when your battery might turn rogue. Number 5. Vapor cloud explosion, or VCE. There's another alarming issue: vapor cloud explosions. Imagine this. If your EV's lithium-ion battery starts degrading or gets damaged, it leaks flammable gases. Instead of dissipating, these gases accumulate in confined spaces like parking garages, forming an invisible, dangerous cloud. If this cloud encounters an ignition source, the result can be a catastrophic explosion, sending shockwaves through concrete and steel. A single kilowatt-hour of battery capacity can produce between 500 and 6,000 liters of flammable gas. With a typical EV packing 60 to 100 kilowatt-hours, that's thousands of liters of gas filling a parking garage with a deadly vapor cloud. Unlike fires, which give some warning through smoke and heat, vapor clouds are silent and invisible until it's too late. You might be sitting in your car, completely unaware of the imminent danger. A small spark, stray cigarette, or even static electricity could trigger a massive explosion. Number 4. Hazardous gas accumulation. Experiments show that a partially charged battery might not ignite immediately, which sounds like good news but can actually be worse. Instead of a fire, you face a more insidious threat: a potential explosion. Here's how it plays out. Flammable gases build up in confined spaces like garages or charging stations, remaining undetectable until they reach a critical mass. While you go about your day, these gases silently accumulate, creating a lethal mixture. Hours later, a tiny spark could trigger a massive explosion, tearing through concrete, destroying vehicles, and endangering lives. This isn't speculative. Real-world examples, such as a Tesla that caused a vapor cloud explosion after being parked in a garage with a punctured battery, prove it. The result? 3 nearby cars were obliterated. This is a serious risk, showing how a delayed but deadly explosion can be far more dangerous than an immediate fire. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 3. The silent killer: toxic gas emissions post-explosion. Amid the dangers of thermal runaway and vapor cloud explosions, there's an often overlooked threat: toxic gas emissions. When an electric vehicle battery catches fire or explodes, it releases hazardous gases like hydrogen fluoride, carbon monoxide, and volatile organic compounds. These gases are not only harmful, but potentially lethal. Hydrogen fluoride can cause severe respiratory damage and pulmonary edema if inhaled, while carbon monoxide can lead to poisoning, unconsciousness, or death within minutes. What's alarming is that these gases can persist even after the fire is extinguished. Firefighters and first responders are at risk from these toxic emissions, and standard protective gear may not fully protect them. Moreover, these gases can linger in the environment, contaminating nearby areas and complicating the cleanup process. Awareness of these dangers is crucial for EV owners and emergency responders. As EVs become more popular, understanding and preparing for these toxic threats is essential for ensuring safety. Number 2. The escalating threat of EV fires. There's another layer of danger with EV fires that you might not expect. Lithium-ion batteries found in electric cars are notoriously hard to extinguish. They often require thousands of gallons of water, especially in confined spaces like garages or parking decks. The issue isn't just the amount of water needed. Lithium-ion batteries are prone to thermal runaway, where a single cell failure can cause a chain reaction, spreading heat and flames to other cells. This means a fire could reignite days or even weeks after it seems to be out. To make matters worse, these fires release toxic gases, including harmful chemicals and corrosive compounds. These fumes are dangerous to breathe and pose serious health risks to firefighters and anyone nearby. So while EVs might seem like the pinnacle of modern technology, they come with hidden risks. As you consider your next vehicle, remember that behind the innovation, there could be a potential disaster lurking. Number 1. Environmental hazards. The hidden impact of EV battery disposal. Beyond the immediate risks of thermal runaway and vapor cloud explosions, there's a major environmental concern with EV batteries: their disposal. As the number of electric vehicles grows, so does the challenge of managing their end-of-life batteries. Unlike traditional car batteries, EV batteries are complex and contain hazardous materials like cobalt, nickel, and lithium, which can be difficult to recycle. If not properly handled, these materials can leach into soil and water, causing long-term environmental contamination. Recycling these batteries is costly and energy-intensive, leading many to be stored indefinitely or sent to landfills, where they pose significant environmental risks. As more EVs hit the road and older models age out, the volume of batteries needing disposal will surge. The current recycling infrastructure is insufficient to manage this influx, potentially leading to environmental crises. While EVs are marketed as eco-friendly, the life cycle of their batteries presents serious environmental challenges that must be addressed. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to PISTON Pundit. Stay tuned for more updates and insights into the world of vehicles. Also, please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. See you next time.